Hi, this is Danny Doyle, and I am here with really cursed Shadows of Valentia playthrough. So for those of you who don't know, a little bit ago, I did a Forever draft, which we ended up streaming on Actual Lizard's channel, where we drafted every single Fire Emblem game, all at once, all one pool. I made a bunch of, rules for the different games, just to try to make it so that a lot of them had, small casts or weird casts, like Radiant Dawn, and they had, exceptions that I had to figure out what was a good one for them, right? And what units would be legal and free and whatnot. So, if you want to check out the drafting process, that is up on Actual Lizard's YouTube channel. But what we are here for today is... SOV was not a game that I prioritized in that draft. Part of the meta of the Forever draft was picking the games you want to prioritize and the games you don't. And I didn't prioritize SOV, and I think it has left me with a pretty bad team. I do have a couple of units that I'm these are I've got Clive. Clive is very good, from my understanding. And I have one of the White Wings. I think the one who people think is the worst, generally. I don't know, people are high on S because, her res and stuff. I'm not super knowledgeable of the SOV meta, so I don't know exactly how bad this team is, but I do know it is pretty bad. So I decided to bring along someone who might be able to share some insight into just how bad this team is, because Jacob is here, and Jacob, you know quite a lot about SOV, right?
I do know. I kind of know my way around SOV a little bit. I've spent a lot of time talking and listening to people talk about a lot of SOV stuff, and it's just a game I really enjoy. This is one of my favorites. And judging from what you showed me in the team, yeah, your Alm side looks pretty passable overall, but your Celica one's gonna be really interesting.
Really? Because I thought my Alm team, I kind of made it a bit of a meme later on. So for those who were not watching, one of the rules was that all of the villagers are legal as calves. So that's all the Alm villagers and also Atlas. If they're undrafted, you can use them as calves. Because we determined that that was a way to just sort of flesh out the numbers of a very small cast. I know that traditionally SOV drafts draft each villager class separately, but on the Forever draft we just didn't have the formatting for that because we would have to have each character 4 times, and that's just not in tier maker, not in the good tier maker, whatever the one, I think it's the GitHub one or whatever. Just doesn't have that
it makes
option.
it really awkward to try to do.
Yeah, I think there's a specific SOV drafting tier list that people use for drafting the villagers in their classes, and we just couldn't do it that way. So instead I decided, villagers all legal as calves. I do think, because that's, for most of them, their worst class, I think that Pegasus Knight is actually worse for Fae than Cav. Not because, she'll perform worse in it, but because you don't need a second Pegasus Knight, and you don't need a third Cavalier either, but, it's more justifiable to have a third Cavalier than a second Pegasus Knight. Even though Claire sucks, Fae...
Yeah.
Claire and Peg Fae are just the same unit. I think there's, a 5% strength difference, a 10% defense difference in Fae's favor, and then, a 30% speed difference in Claire's favor, in terms of their growths. And then they have technically the same basis, although Fae's likely to get 1 point of strength in Villager, getting to Peg Knight, but they are the same unit. They're both kind of cheeks unless they get RNG blessed. Which is why I'm well, Claire's bad. I think that Cavalier Fae is probably slightly better than Claire, which means that she's slightly better than Peg Fae. But that's neither here nor there. The reason that we didn't say as calves or pegs was because then there'd be no reason to ever draft Claire, because you just get Fae for free and they're the same unit.
Yeah, that makes sense. And Claire does do a few things just because she's the soul flyer. She can open a couple doors and stuff like that.
There's a couple of doors she can open. Being able to pass through terrain with Leather Shield swap, as a flyer is nice, I suppose. Theoretically, a Cav can do that, but she can do it and not have to worry about forests, right?
And she can do it from further away because she can avoid forests.
Yes, yeah. So, she's not worthless, but she's kind of worthless as a combat unit, right? I think is the takeaway.
Yeah, because Claire's contribution isn't combat, so if you add a second Claire, like that one thing Claire was doing, you don't need duplicated.
So we were talking about this. We're gonna sort of like go over the terms while I'm collecting oranges. But we were talking about this off stream, or off recording rather. That's not a collectible, right? And you were saying, because I wanted your advice on what to do with, I believe it's Cliff and Faye are the two villagers that are up for grabs.
Yes, those are the two you can get on both sides, on either side.
And you were saying that you think that because of how weak my Celica side looks, I should probably leave Faye, because even though Cavalier, like, is not a good class for Celica side, just something is better than nothing.
Yeah, it'll be something for whenever you have to do like the various indoor dungeons, because there's not, from what I remember, there's not actually a lot of terrain in like the dungeon encounters, which I know we're like, it'll be up in the air on how many of those we end up doing, but not a lot of those have a lot of terrain you have to worry about Cavaliers dealing with. So it would just be nice to have someone else to help with Celica's group on that side, because Alm's side, it's definitely gonna have a numbers advantage, but Alm does have a lot larger armies he has to fight.
Yes, yeah. Well, and also, like, Faye's res is something you brought up, because there's a lot of, like, monsters and magic that we care about, right?
Yeah, because out of the two of them, I should probably actually fact-check myself, because now that I remember, I think Cliff actually has a decent res. I should probably actually, like, check that, let's see.
Sorry to have the people talk over you. I'm looking for quests.
Oh, you're good.
Are there any... Oh, beat up 20 brigands. Okay. And then what's the greedy old man one? He wants, like, wine. Okay. Do you want
he wants
no.
ram wine.
Okay. I already did the examining here, so we can go to the square. And now we can decide if I want... Okay, so this is the moment of truth. You think I want Cliff as just another Cav to my giant Cav squad. But I don't want Faye.
Cliff has the higher... He actually has the higher res base. I just checked. My gosh, I forgot he has so much res.
Do we leave them both behind then? Who has the better attack?
Let's see.
This is like potentially very important.
She has 1 lead and 10 growth. So she has higher strength overall.
Like an extra 10 growth or a total of 10% growth?
Oh, an extra 10 growth.
Okay.
Like, she has 40% versus his 30%.
Okay.
And she
has
has
a Cav.
8 starting strength off of his 7 starting strength. So, yeah, I would say it's worth leaving at least 1 for Celica.
Do you think it's potentially worth leaving 2? Like, do you think Clive and Matilda are good enough with just, like, the shitters to handle things?
Yeah, Clive and Matilda might actually be good. Because if you do, like, where you give Clive the proper resources to make him, like, do the doubling stuff, Clive is... I've seen he's pretty decent overall. Plus, you only have 1 Rider's Bane.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can... Like, they're going to be scrounging for weapons. And
well,
just send them all to Alm side.
I have a question for you.
Uh-huh.
Can either Cliff or Tobin replicate Clive on Alm side as Cavaliers? Like, I know the reason you don't send them Cav is that you just get Clive. Can they replicate him, or is he better than them even in that situation?
From what I remember hearing, they kind of replicate him. Like, they just basically become Clive, but you have to pour resources into. You have to pour levels into them. It's like everything they do is everything they do as a Cav, Clive just does at base.
So so here's the thing, right? I think I'm going to pick either Cliff or Tobin to become the new Clive, and the reason for this will become clear later on. I'm not going to spoil it. But I think if you want to, like, look up Oifi or whatever and try to figure out which one of them does a better Clive impersonation, I would love to start funneling resources into them.
I think if you had to pick one to be a Clive replacement, let me just check one more thing. Because the big thing is Cliff is fast. Like, he's actually a pretty fast unit. So he might actually... Ooh.
Wait, Cliff?
Cliff is fast.
Do you mean Tobin and Gray are the ones we get for free, right?
Oh, that's right, Tobin and Gray.
I was gonna leave Cliff. I was gonna leave Cliff for Celica side, unless you think I should grab Cliff and leave Faye. I was gonna leave them both because Celica's gonna be struggling.
Let's leave both. I like that idea. It'll also make the cast even on both sides.
Okay. 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 So
I
not
like this
Cliff
idea.
then. Are we saying Tobin or Gray then?
I think Tobin's gonna be
Oh, wait.
better.
I did it wrong.
Because-
Navigating the map is so confusing.
Because Gray, if I remember correctly, Gray's the slowest out of all of them. Like, he is painfully slow. Like, he fails to double things as a mercenary at some points.
Gray's the one with like the green headband, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's so sad for him. Wait, do I not get preps for this? Can I not undeploy
you
my
do.
illegals?
Oh, yeah, everyone is...
If I may, without trust.
At least you can just, like, run Lucas up, or run into
Yeah,
the bottom
Lucas,
left or
go
something.
to the heal tile, honestly. Alright, here's our squad. Okay, Gray doesn't even need levels. Oh, wow. Fucking tragic for him.
Yeah, because Gray starts at level 5, so you can just pour everything into...
It's so fucking tragic for him.
Stand back.
Alright. We'll just do Tobin Alm stuff.
Yeah, I like that
I guess
idea.
we can move Gray up here to, like, help Alm, or help...
Yeah, he can-
have him here to help Tobin. Let me use end turn.
Like,
Oh,
what's
do they
really
not have auto
important
end in SOV?
Oh, you have to manually turn auto end on, because
Why
they want
is
it
it-
to be like Gaiden.
Why is it not the default?
Because Gaiden doesn't have auto end. And they want it. That's why, like, you have this awkward, like, attack versus defense layout for your
Yeah.
combat forecast. Because they wanted it to be more like Gaiden, where, like, it's the attack versus defense or whatever.
Is that changeable, by the way, or am I just stuck with this?
Yeah, if you go into the options menu, you can change it to a simplified menu.
Okay, thank you.
Like,
Combat animations on, other animations off. Combat forecast.
oh, there it is, combat forecast simplified.
Simplified. Game speed fast, skip actions off. What is is it auto end? Auto advance, right? No.
You're looking for scroll up some more.
Smart end?
Smart end. Yeah, smart end's what you're
And
looking
then
for.
cursor memory off. Okay, sounds good.
It's not the worst thing in the world if Gray gets some EXP and levels.
No, I must prevent him from getting levels at all cost.
I like that idea.
Steal the experience!
So true.
Gray is the Jagan of Shadows of Valentia. He steals our experience. Alright,
So funny that he starts all the way at level 5. Like, you have to be level 3 to promote as a villager.
yeah.
But he starts all the way at 5 for some reason.
So it means he's probably not even gonna get a level up before the Thieves' Shrine, right?
Probably not. You might be able to get away with, like, giving him a level, but...
You are going to gay baby jail, Lucas. Oh, at least Lucas, I guess, is it technically illegal that Lucas is blocking the, supply tile? And therefore...
yeah.
And therefore stopping the healing? I think it's fine, right?
Yeah, if anything, I think you're going to make it harder for yourself by having him over there, because I don't think they'll go into heal AI if there's no
Yes.
way to get to the heal tile. Although I think they're basically using, like, Gaiden's exact heal AI, so I don't know, maybe they'll just see that there's a heal tile and they'll just brush up against Lucas until they let him through.
La Mao.
Oh, nice.
I don't
I
even
love these
care about
animations.
Alm stealing experience as long as it's not Gray. Alm deserves the experience, Gray does not.
So true, we gotta make sure he's leveled up so we can use the Royal Sword.
I think we just retreat to the forest and eat our carrot, right?
Yeah, I like that idea.
God, not having a healer is gonna suck.
Alright, because Silk's not free.
You also go to the forest. And you also go to the forest.
Let's see, he's just gonna run at Lucas. That'll be really funny if he does.
We'll find out soon. We'll find out real darn soon. There we go. There we go. Lovely, lovely.
Almost level.
Oh, if only group ooh,
I
nice
love that
dodge.
backflip with the handspring.
Also worth noting, I guess, since that was like the first instance of animation loading. So I have not played Shadows of Valentia on Nintendo PC yet. I've done several playthroughs on my actual factual 3DS, but I've never done it on Nintendo PC, which is just easier for recording. Ooh, we got speed
Very
and
nice.
defense. Tobin has earned the right to change class. Gray does not get that right. All right, you can. He survives another hit because of the defense. Yeah, so he doesn't get... Because he would have gotten 2-shot if he hadn't gotten defense. So now he can survive the other guy, because they'll each do 3 to him. And maybe he can get another level. Okay, we're doing Super Tobin strats. You go in the woods. We're just doing Super Tobin strats. Just end turn.
approve of this.
Tobin propaganda time. Tobin is actually better than Clive, more likely than you think. That said, I think this kill has to go to Alm because I don't want to risk our Super Tobin dying.
Yeah.
We're not feeding it to Gray. Gray doesn't get to play. Gray didn't earn it.
Oh, what if I told you that Gray's about to get EXP?
I know, it's the group experience. At least it won't let him level up, though.
Yeah, it'll just stop him at 99.
Look at that! Look at that!
Perfect.
Tobin
like
with his 4 kills.
It even put Lucas above Gray.
Even though all he did was hang out in gay baby jail. Oh, so lovely, so lovely. Normally I would be like, we cut in between maps because of preps, but like, what preps are there in SOV, right? Like, we just go.
Giving Tobin another food.
Giving Tobin food. Gray, do you have any food to give Tobin?
He might actually.
I think there's some oranges in the convoy.
Yeah, you can always just like grab some out of the convoy.
Oh, fuck!
Look over there.
Oh, I know about archers. I I thought we would have preps again. Lucas, what are you doing? No! Why is Tobin all the way back here? No!
The saddest part about this run is that we don't get to listen to Lucas's VA very much.
That's okay. If anything, this will encourage people to play Shadows of Valentia so they can hear the best voice acting in all of Fire Emblem.
True. So
okay,
good.
Gray, you actually... Yeah, you can wait in the forest. Gray, I approve of you getting hit. Even though you're in an avoid tile, you're gonna get hit. He's not gonna. See?
Look at that.
He's so bad. He's so bad. Fuck Gray. It's so sad. I went from, oh, that's so sad to him, to, fuck this guy so fast. Alright.
Whenever I first played this game, it blew my mind how Alm just, like, was your best unit.
Yeah, I mean, like, so we're kind of in the era of, like, super lords. Like, not every Fire Emblem Lord in modern FE is your best unit. But they're all pretty good, right?
Because even in, like, the original Gaiden, Alm is just, like, really good as in your first squad. He's, like, one of your best units in the early squad.
Okay, we can get another kill for our Super Tobin. So, Gray, go to the woods. Go play with the little... Oh, no!
Sad.
Gray actually having a strength stat. Okay, well...
That's such a goofy animation.
We got experience, though. More speed, more speed. And we're gonna get Cavalier bases, so strength doesn't matter, right? Like, we'll just get raised up.
Yeah, I actually don't remember what the Cavalier bases are, and I think we're actually on good track to do something funny with Tobin. Let me see.
Like, will it give him a bunch of strength or something?
I feel like
I'm actually about to find out. Let's see. FE 15 class.
Okay, so I think we do
Cavs have 9
this.
strength at base.
We're in the forest. Good old Shadows of Valentia forest tiles.
I can't wait till we get to floor tiles. We're just being indoors gives you like 20 avoid.
Me when the floor is made of 4.
Me when the floor is made of avoid.
Too true. Alright, so now we hit end, right? Because, yeah, you don't exist. Go away. You're not allowed to play with us, Lucas. This is mostly Tobin, but occasionally Gray gets to help out. I mean, Gray's higher attack at base is actually pretty significant.
Yeah, his high strength actually is pretty useful for feeding kills to like the other villagers.
Because, like, everyone's doubling anyway, so Gray's just dealing the most damage. It's like FE7, honestly. Like, speed doesn't matter at this point in the game.
Yeah, some of that's because, just in case the people watching don't know as much about SOV, because I know it's like a modern game, and it's not one of the more popular modern games.
Yeah.
But you only need one more AS than your opponent to double in this game. So
Which
just
is
as long
pretty
as you're
baller.
faster, you double.
It's pretty baller. Everyone wanted to beat up Gray. I don't know why.
That's kind of funny.
Maybe they hate him as much as I do. I don't actually hate Gray. I've just decided I need to have this... This playthrough needs to have a villain, and so I decided it's Gray.
They're all counting Tobin out, and I will not accept this.
Is Gray, is he the bad one in Gaiden as well?
Yeah, from what I remember, he's kind of like everything he can do, someone else can do better.
That's so sad for him.
Because, like, if you make him a mage, like, the best thing he does is, like, you can have him as, like, a temp flunky as a mage, just because magic avoiding terrain is pretty sick. Otherwise, it's like, if you make him a mercenary... Does
Almside not value a archer villager?
So, the worst part about having an archer is archers, like, have pitiful stats overall, and you don't get a lot of bows. Really, the only good bow early on is the iron bow, because the steel bow is really inaccurate. I thought about doing 2 archers. Like, I did 2 archers in a playthrough, because I was like, hey, archers are good, why not have 2? So I gave one of them the iron bow, and I gave, like, Python the steel bow, or I tried it the other way around as well. And the steel bow is just super inaccurate, and you'll never double with it, because it weighs, like, 2 or 3.
I mean, I just remember having, like, 3 killer bows in one playthrough, and it was so awesome. Or I think I had 2 killer bows, but, like, I passed one of them back and forth between Alm and Celica's side, so, like, Leon's killer bow was also whoever my archer villager's killer bow was.
Yeah, that's true. Especially if you give, like, one of them to your villager archer and one to Python, if you want to do, like, royal sword on Alm, I guess, or if you want to do something other than a bow on Alm.
Well, Alm doesn't get a bow until he promotes, right? So that's Act 4.
Yeah, so I guess he doesn't get that until, like, start Act 4. I love this heal AI.
Die, 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 die! More food for Tobin!
Alm's got nothing on me.
Wait.
Oh, wait, there's
another one! Oh my god, Gaiden moment.
The one enemy.
I mean, I know it's not Gaiden, but that's some of the most Gaiden shit of all time. Because it is just Gaiden, because they didn't fix the maps.
Yeah, all the maps are pretty much the same. Well, some of them are slightly different. Like, they've moved your starting position in some of them, but it is, like, this is a really, really faithful remake.
Well, so people say that. I think it's just the maps that are really faithful, right? Like, a lot of the mechanics are real different.
Yeah, like
between, like, combat arts and everything.
Combat arts make it really interesting.
And pitchforks.
Oh, I never think about the pitchforks. I always forget those exist.
Oh, don't worry. I think about the pitchforks. I've been thinking about the pitchforks. Don't you worry.
Is there any way to feed that to Tobin? Oh, what if Great Chips?
I know, he might be able to. Oh, I found your purpose.
Feeding a kill.
To a better unit.
Chop.
I was so scared of that 6% crit.
Come on,
I didn't want to accidentally feed a kill to Gray, of all people.
Jagged moment.
Yeah, it's like Vander having that 5% crit from the Alir ability. That's so much worse. Because it's Gray.
My gosh, why are we getting such good levels?
Because this is what happens when you believe in Tobin. This is what happens when you believe in Tobin and you just feed him the entire map.
I'm okay with this.
I think we have time to just go into the dungeon before this. Oh, hey, I got some achievements.
Get things.
What's Meteoric Rise? The fuck is that?
I don't know.
What's that shrine? Oh, yeah. Shrine's like...
So we are going... And we got Renowned Knight. Okay. We're going into the shrine, but we're not grabbing the important unit you normally think of in the shrine.
I'm just a stupid watchman. I just watch things.
Okay, do I get to
So, you can't undeploy him, but once you start the dungeon, you can just go to the unit menu and dismiss them.
Okay, I can send Lucas and Gray home.
Yeah, you can just send him away as soon as you start.
You
could do
I
that
should
too.
probably put food in their inventories just in case.
Yeah, food's
We got
pretty
some.
tasty.
Why do I have boots?
That's what I was wondering.
Oh, is that one of the free DLCs? I have all the free. I have all the
DLC.
DLCs. Why do I have a fucking talisman? I guess that must also be a DLC.
Yeah, because I don't think talismans were in.
The fuck is Taurus Shard? What?
I think it's a growth boosting item.
Well, I'm not doing Taurus Shard. That feels dumb. I don't like the like Aphis drops type deals. Does Alm want an item? I guess Alm can probably take like flower. I don't trust him with that orange. I want it to be sticking around.
Oh yeah, Tara Shards plus 5% to all growth.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use it.
Res.
I'm not gonna use it. I don't
Yeah.
I don't like fault anyone who does, but I'm just not a fan of those. Alright, so how do I send Lucas to gay baby jail?
Oh, just go to like your unit menu, so like press X or whatever's assigned to X.
X.
Go to
Inventory?
order.
Oh, order.
Go to Lucas, and then no, wait, where is it?
Is it
Oh
not
no,
order?
it's go down to evacuate. And tell Lucas to leave.
Understood.
Go away, Lucas. We don't want you here. Oh, hello. Grass to cut.
I'm actually interested to see if this will bug out, because every time I try to like sprint here, yeah, it makes like really weird visual effects because of the blur they tried to do. Or we're not gonna get the iron sword.
Oh,
It's,
wait, what? There's an iron sword?
There's an iron sword over to the right.
Here?
Over on the right.
Well, this was the right when I was coming in.
Oh, I meant right from where we were standing.
Oh.
Like where we were facing immediately.
We got
I
ambush
said that very
spawned.
confusingly.
I thought you meant the right from when we...
Oh.
It's easy mistake for us to make. Alright.
It's not very often we have to communicate in like a 3D space on where stuff is.
Yes. Fire Emblem does not often have 3D. And hot take, Gaiden's approach to dungeons
Lady Luck
is
smiles
better
at me.
than Shadow Valentia's.
Yeah. In fact, some of the later dungeons are really cool in Gaiden.
Doesn't it have one that's like basically Zelda Lost Woods?
Yes, and I got lost in it for like 40 minutes.
La Mao.
And then I
At
looked up a
this
map-
moment, I
I
have
looked
not
up a
finished
map.
Gaiden, which is
I
why.
looked up a map afterwards, and the whole thing's like 7 screens large or something, but I got lost in there for like 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's the power of illusion. They trick you into thinking it's like more of a maze than it actually is. Okay, what do we got for you?
I can
Ooh.
tell you're
Nice.
getting stronger.
We're getting a lot of really good level ups.
Yeah.
Like-
usually it's like 2, maybe 3 stats.
Yeah. I'm very happy with this. TBH. Very, very happy. Alright. We got another kill for our boy. Our
And also,
Tobin.
whenever it comes to like dungeon encounters, I don't really consider them grinding unless you just like purposely keep going back in there. I think it's like, I think the devs almost intend for you to get into like 2 or 3 fights.
Yeah, in Gaiden, it's automatic.
Yeah, they're forced encounters at certain screen transitions.
That said, since Atlas is like a key part of my Celica side, I'm probably gonna grind for him because I just don't
Yeah.
think he does anything if you don't dungeon grind. Like it's like Amelia. This unit was designed for the tower, and like when evaluating units, it's absolutely fair to be like, well, we're not taking the tower into account, so Amelia's pretty cheeks. But like if you drafted Amelia and there's no explicit rule against grinding, I think like you grind her because she's not usable. Well, no, that's actually a bad example because like Amelia's not that hard to get to Cav. It's just not worth it. But yeah, I'm going to be grinding Atlas. He just starts too far behind for my liking, and I do not think it would be fun for like Katria and Atlas to be the only units doing anything.
I think it's funny that he starts as like a level 10 villager. Like, you could have promoted 7 levels ago, man.
Gray moment. Wait. What if Atlas and Gray are like long lost father and son? Like Alm is with Rudolph, right? Like what if Atlas is like the king of some other country? And
The
Gray
Woodland
is
Village.
his, like, smuggled away child. Well, actually, that doesn't work, because, like, Atlas's whole backstory is that his family died, right? And unfortunately,
Or,
Gray is still alive.
Yeah, they're captured by like the Greeks pirates.
Alright, is
So,
the,
so
the Iron
looking at-
Sword in
so-
here?
So looking at
that's
the
a
map
thing.
on the left side of the room. Oh, ale. Yeah, so it's keep going forward. It's back there.
Oh, behind the boxes?
Yeah.
In the treasure chest?
Yep.
Oh, fuck!
Oh,
I got jump
another
scared.
guy.
I got jump scared. I know I technically initiated because of the way it worked, but I got terrified. It's like I'm playing a horror game in here. The bandits jump scared me.
Oh, true.
Alright, I think we want to get Tobin another level since he's going to promote soon. Like, we might as well make the most out of this unfortunate forced experience.
Yeah.
Smack, 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 smack.
I really like how like the units kind of start the animations running up to each other.
Yeah.
Like whenever you start it, like they're kind of running towards each other whenever they start. I really like that.
I mean, what I appreciate is that they don't go back, because I'm currently playing Radiant Dawn, with animations on, because I like that game's animations, even though they're, like, kind of long and obnoxious, right?
Yeah.
And one thing that pisses me the fuck off is General versus General, or General versus Marshal, any armored versus another armored. One will slowly walk up, and I'm talking fucking, like, 30-second walk up. Hit one. Or no, it's not General versus Marshal. It's an armor versus a flying. Because the flying animations have them do, like, cool little loop-de-loops that end them up in their starting position. And so they'll do the loop-de-loop, and then it'll be like, okay, now it's the General's turn to walk up. And God forbid the General initiates and doubles. Because if the General initiates and doubles, and that sounds crazy, but Radiant Dawn, like, Generals and Marshals are actually fast. Like, Chironio and Gatri are regularly doubling fast classes. Oh, do I have a support available?
Oh, you have sports. Sure, why not?
Do we wanna play this out?
Sure.
I guess. Do you think you could sound a little less cheerful? I don't know. You tell me. Why did you have to...
Be the only other villager on this journey? Because we hate you, Gray? Even Tobin doesn't like Gray.
Wait, what did I do?
Even Tobin doesn't like Gray. Oh my god. No kill. But we can just end turn and let him choose who gets the experience. Our brigand.
True.
Decide our fate.
Gray.
No!
I really do wonder how their targeting priority works. Hey, nice crit.
Come on. And we're done.
Hey, I mean, it got him a level up, though. That's nice, I
Yeah.
guess. Okay.
Oh.
Defense. I'm wondering how many of these stats are even actually relevant. Like,
Because we're about to
are they
promote.
below Cav bases
Oh,
or not?
So, really important. Tobin has 9 speed, right?
I think so. Why?
That's 1 higher than Paladin base speed.
La Mao. We got silver.
And you need 1 above Paladin base speed to do something funny as a Cav.
So
he's
wait,
already set to go for that.
let's check. Let's check. Tobin has
he's
8.
at 8 speed. Okay, so all he needs is just a single speed level up, and he'll have enough speed to do something funny.
Is his experience, like, is he gonna get it soon? He's at 97.
Oh, there's an encounter in there. You have to do a fight before.
Right, we have to fight the people who took Silk hostage, right?
Yeah, you have to do the little skirmish against the brigand boss.
Huh? What are you...
All right. Well, we can finish with this skirmish. This will be our sort of episode finale. It's gonna be longer than a normal episode, TBH.
Whoever drew the portraits for the generic brigands, I love it.
They are quite nice.
These guys' goofy looking faces.
They are quite nice. All right, we just need speed. We just need speed, Tobin.
Because if he gets a point of speed, he'll be able to do what Clive does, but he needs a speed fountain.
Yeah, isn't it like Clive drinks 2 speed fountains and then like doubles everyone with the Horse Slayer or something?
Yeah, it's you give him 1 level, so you promote him to Paladin. That sets his speed to 8. Then you give him a speed fountain, and then I think it's 9 speed plus a steel lance doubles all the Cavaliers in Sophia Castle.
That's pretty baller. All right, Tobin, don't let me down.
Speed.
I know you're the
Let's
best
go.
unit in this game. No!
Oh. It's okay. We still got plenty of levels to go.
Well, don't we have multiple speed fountains?
Yeah, you have like 3 uses of Speed Fountain.
I mean, can't we just give him multiple speed fountains?
We could.
Like, who else are they going to, right? Gray? Probably not.
Gray, I think Gray has like 4 speed right now or something.
Yeah, so it's unsalvageable. Like, at a certain point, you just decide it's not worth giving them the stat booster for their dump stat, right? Like, speed is Gray's dump stat, and, like... I don't know, is it going to improve... Like, is giving him speed fountains going to improve him to the point, especially with the speed threshold of 1 AS? Is it going to improve him to the point where, like, specific enemies aren't doubling him or whatever?
Yeah, probably not.
So, like, rather than waste that resource, because, like...
Plus,
we don't need a second... We don't need a second paladin, right? To do that? Like, Clive doesn't need to do that.
Because the big thing is that you only have 1 Rider's Bane, unless you want to do, like, trade shenanigans between your Rider's Banes, but...
No, it's similar to, it's why you don't have 2 mercs, right?
Yeah, because you only have, like, the 1 good sword, so there's, like, no reason to have another one.
Yeah. Alright. Tobin, it's time. I believe in you.
Oh, I think this is one of, like, the only 2 kill boss maps in the whole game. Like,
yeah.
one of the only 2 non-route maps in the game.
Well, but I'm gonna bait the archer so that I kill him first to get Tobin the maximum experience for that speed level. Oh, wait, never mind. Okay, no, I'm not apparently.
And if you really think about it, because we're already since we're already on par with Paladin-based speed, every speed fountain you get him is going to be worth something.
Yes.
Whereas, like, if you gave him to Gray, but then he still promotes up into, like, a base speed, like, those speed fountains didn't do anything.
Okay, so that's 14. How much will that be? Plus 10. It's not looking great. Okay, what if we do this? What if you just kill the archer instead? And then enemy phase. And maybe the brigand will go for Gray, because he hates Gray too. Just as much as we do. I am realizing I don't think I say... Ooh. Well, you're out of brigand range, at least here. But the fact you didn't kill was a little annoying. See, there's that animation lag. For those who don't know, the first time you do an animation on Nintendo PC, it lags more than you would expect it to normally. Okay, so, we'll kill this guy on player phase. And he's gonna get a level up. Defense is nice. Like, skill's kind of a dump stat, but defense is nice. Alright, how do you do... Like, do you survive a round of combat is what I want to know. Oh, this guy's pathetic.
Yeah, this guy is not very strong.
This guy is pathetic. Alright, so we can kill you.
That is always an option.
And then we kill you. Yeah, this seems good. This seems good.
Oh, and SOV is also a game where you'll always do at least 1 damage.
Yes, yeah,
you never
it's
perfectly negate damage.
I guess we should have, like, I guess because it's so rarely played game, we probably should have gone over some of the weirder mechanics. Like, for example, if you might notice that we don't have, like, names for our items. Like, they're just sword, right? That's not by accident. Like, there's just generic weapons if you don't have a weapon equipped. And if you equip a weapon, then it alters your stats.
Which, I guess we should point out, we didn't actually give the Iron Sword to someone.
Oh, I should have given it to Tobin, because he's the best boy. Would it have made a difference?
I think so, because it's +1 might. So it would have helped versus the Archer earlier.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think we just wait.
Gray, right? Oh yeah, we could just wait too.
And then no one is getting one shot, so we just end and see who he decides to attack.
Now crit.
I mean, if Gray crit, it wouldn't be like the end of the world, but it would be sad, and it would give us more reason to say that we hate him. 97, 5 times 2. Yeah, this seems good. This seems good.
We take it.
No crit against me. Worst case scenario, we feed a kill to Gray, who is disgusting Jagan Taint, who steals the experience. Damn you. He's saying that to Gray, by the way. No, no speed.
Aww.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm actually curious what stats you're even going to get on promo since you've gotten so high level at this point.
Well, I didn't get this high level on purpose. It's because, like, normally you're feeding a bunch of other people. Anyway, I'm sure she's fine, right?
Present to me by my master.
Yeah, I think she'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong?
Okay, so Tobin goes Cavalier. So he gets plus 1 HP and plus a shit ton of movement.
So I think the 1 HP is a consolation prize. If you're already like at the bases, it gives you plus 1 HP.
That's so fucking funny. That's
It's
so
like
fucking funny.
It's so you'll at least get something on promo.
So yeah. Since weird SOV mechanics, right? You always promote and get raised up to your class bases as opposed to just getting a plus, right? Imagine if this was your first Fire Emblem, like your first Gaiden experience, and you saw that and you were like, oh wow, SOV promotions are shit. Alright, speaking of shit, Gray! Oh, he gets 1 speed! Yeah, so he has less HP than Tobin, so we know that Tobin's HP was just the consolation prize.
Yeah, it was just a point of HP because it wants to give you at least something for promoting.
So I think that's gonna wrap it up for this first episode. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the fun stuff. If you have nothing to say, if you can't think of a good comment but still want to comment to help me in the algorithm, say Gray is stinky. Say Gray is stinky in the comments. And make sure you capitalize stinky so that we know that he's stinky.